Hey everyone, so this is Catfish, Apryl and Daryl. I believe what is it? It's um season 9, episode 5. Like I said, Apryl and Daryl. So Apryl is 22, um, living in Montreal, Canada. And Daryl, I don't believe they ever said. Um, I don't believe they ever said how old he is. Just that he lives in Ohio. They didn't say exactly where he lived at in Ohio, just that he lives there. And so basically, she met him on Instagram for years before this, and he's an artist. He approached her one day, having drawn a selfie she had taken on Instagram, and they've been talking ever since. Um, and then all of us, over the last couple of months, strange things have been happening. Like, for example, um, she got a DM from his sister, Candace, who um, sent her a link to a Facebook group that we would come to find out is run by her. And then another strange thing is that his social media was starting to deactivate, then activate, then deactivate and reactivate again. And so she's like, well, what's this all about? And he's like, well, he just needed to disappear for a while. So like, Kamie straight away said his ass went to jail. And the way I laughed when she said that, I was like, I get that's typically what these dudes be saying when they went away, but it's just I really wasn't expecting her to say that though. So that's why I laughed. And as we bring her into the Zoom chat, and this is where she explains the whole link to the Facebook group, and it's apparently he's a friend or a member in that group or whatever. So she eventually leaves the chat, sends everything to Neve, um, in an email, about everything she knows about Daryl. So they just, they start with his Instagram page, then go over to googling his father because apparently he posted a picture of a newspaper article that mentions his father, and so they look up his father's name on Facebook, find a Facebook page um, of the same guy, and they search this his father, his friends. They search through his friends to see if Daryl has a Facebook page, and he does. Um, and based off of looking at his page, they think that she's more into him than he is into her. So Kamie suggests that when they send him a message, that don't put April's name into the messages, because they send the message to not only his Facebook page but his Instagram page. So she's like, don't put April's name into the message, and just ask for help, so that it would be easier to get a reply back from him. Um, they then look at his the link that his sister sent to Apryl on Instagram, find out that she's the one who's posting a lot in the group, um, and stuff like that. So they go to her page, or her Instagram page, find a video of him drawing, and that's when they get a message back from him on. I thought it was Facebook, but it was apparently Instagram. And it turns out it's Candace writing through his page, and she jumps into Zoom call, and she's like, "Well, I run his financial aspect because he sells his artwork, so I run his financial, the financial part of of it, and that's why she is, on, at least on this Instagram. Um, Kamie thinks that's sketchy, which it does sound sketchy, because it comes off as like as they will explain, um, after, because she, well, suddenly she's, they then bring up the fact that, they find out that she had sent Apryl a message on Instagram with a link to the group that she made, and she's like, well, my page got hacked, and so she suddenly disappears then, and so what I was trying to say is, like, the fact that she just all of a sudden leaves suddenly, claiming that the Zoom call got dropped, crashed, or whatever. It just seems like she's the one that made the Facebook or the Instagram page for Daryl, and she's been the one to talk to Candid or Apryl this whole time. So next morning, they get um, Apryl back into the Zoom, tell everything they found, and explain it seems very likely that Candace is the one, um, behind everything, because of everything I just said. So, and Candace said that she, tried to get in touch with Daryl to, get to speak with them, and she does, and he gets onto the Zoom call, and he um, says that he didn't get the feeling that she was wanting to take their friendship to that level of wanting to speak exclusively in a romantic sense, and that's why he never gave her his Facebook page or his phone number. Um, so they let, Apryl and Daryl talk in a different Zoom chat room or video chat room for a few minutes, and then they all join back together. They exchange numbers, then they get off the Zoom, and we find out that they started talking and video chatting daily after filming got done. And that's basically it. I thought it was kind of cute at the end of the day. I mean, I mean, it was him at the end of the day, so I thought it was kind of cute the way it kind of ended. So, um, uh, I mean, last week was juicier because of the fact that, like, this dude is obviously gay. Um, the dude was obviously gay, and like the catfish was gay. I mean, and he is trying to turn straight people gay, and it's just like, dude, clearly, if you're turning straight people gay, then they weren't really gay to begin with. They were either bisexual or straight up gay. So, like, it was juicier last week, in my opinion, and it looks juicier next week because um, a guy named Michael's been talking to this guy named Dustin, and 5 times he's tried to, meet up with this Dustin dude, and 5 times he's been stood up. Um, and it looks like Dustin is married because it looks like there's a picture of him having gotten married on his Facebook page, possibly, and like it's like his cover photo or something, or just his profile picture or whatever. Um, they also find a possible address in LA. And since Kamie's the only one in LA at the moment, because I guess I don't know if Nev actually moved to New York for good, or if he's just there to be with his family for the moment. Because he said he has family there, obviously. 'Cause I think his brother still lives in New York, um, and I think he said his father is in New York too. So I'm not sure. I don't remember if he said that he's just visiting for a while, where he's actually moved, because he said the word move, but I don't know. Anyway, so since Cam is the only one in LA, she goes to that address to check it out, and her ass finds a fucking warehouse. I'm just like, okay. Um, so yeah, it's for I've found that typically the episodes with the gay people on it tend to be a lot juicier and tend to be a lot more messed up in the long run. And they have me clutching my fake pearls because, look, it tends to be better. Because um, last week, yeah, the gay guy trying to turn a straight guy gay, essentially. And it's just, okay. Yeah. So yeah, typically the ones centering around gay people or has at least one person, usually the catfish person, being gay but trying to play straight. It typically ends up being juicy. Typically, what I found. So um, we'll see what happens next week because that looks. I mean, it looks kind of tame, but like I said, the tame ones tend to be the ones that look tame tend to be the ones that are juicy. Typically, what I found, and so we'll see what happens, and um, I'll see you guys next week.